Good morning, students. Today we are on lesson 8.1, and we are going to be talking about lines and points and planes and other geometric features. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. You may want to have your Desmos calculator open and to see what these are. Okay, so let's actually start off in our Desmos calculator. And let's start off with just defining a point. And a point is simply, make this. Point is simply just a point in a graph. It's just a point. That's it. It's a little point isolated. That's a point. 0.23. Now, let's make a line. So a line would look something. There's a line right there. That purple one is a line. And a line is a series of points that goes on forever. And then a plane is a flat shape that extends in all directions. A plane is a... Let's see if we've got a plane on here. No, here we go. So there's a good view of a plane. That would be a plane. It extends forever in all directions. So there's a plane. Collinear points, that would be points that are on the same line. Collinear, so they're on the same line. You know what, let's go through and let's put down our definitions as we're going through these. So if you can turn with me to page 218. Turn with me to page 218. We're going to go through all of these. All right. So a point. Hard to define that without using the word in it. We'll do an example. 2, 3. So a specific point. I said it there. I just said it. i.e. 2, 3. Alright. Now, a line is a series of points that go on forever. So, if we make a chart, 2, 3, there's our point. There's a point. You're going to have all these definitions that I do on your in your book. This is part of your homework, so you're going to take a picture of these definitions and include it in on your homework. So let's take a line. So here's a line, and if you notice, let's have arrows on either side of it. So there is your line. Okay. Now a plane is a flat shape that extends in all directions. So if I were to try and put a plane on here, I might Now that's not the whole plane, right? It extends out this direction, it extends out this direction, it extends out this direction, and this direction forever. Just like that line is not the whole line. It extends this way and that way forever. So the plane, there's your plane. All right. Collinear points are points on same line. So if I have a line, if I have this line, these three are coplanar points. That is not. So coplanar points would be those 3 points are coplanar, but not that one. Scratch that. Collinear. Those are collinear points because they're on the same line. Collinear, same line. Coplanar is points on same plane. So if I have a plane, I might have point A here, point B here, point C here. Those are all coplanar. But if I have a point out here, that is not coplanar. So A, B, and C are coplanar. D is not coplanar. Okay. Defined terms, that's what we got. Line segment. Line segment is a part of a line that ends at specific places. Part of a line that ends at specific places, so we would say that has two endpoints. That has two end points. So if you look at it, say right there and right there, A and B. So this is line segment AB. There's no arrow and it doesn't keep on going. Endpoints are the ends of a line segment. So we have, there's our two endpoints right there. Array has a start point or one end point, and then goes on forever in other direction. So it might look like this. A, B. So there's your ray, there's your end point or your start point, and it goes on forever. Opposite rays would just be two rays opposite each other. So if I had this one, I have ray AB, and then maybe I have ray AC are opposite points. Now let's intersection is where lines or rays cross. Right. There's your intersection. Now here I'm going to go over a very important part for you. Okay? How do you define a point? A point is defined by where it is. A line is written like this. It's got 2 points from the line and then arrows on it, so it tells you that it's a line. Those arrows mean it goes on forever. A point is labeled. A plane is labeled plane A, B, D. A plane has to be labeled with 3 points. So it's labeled with 3 points. Has to be. Collinear points, that's just, you're just like point A and point B. Coplanar points, point A, point B, point C. A line segment. A line segment is delineated like that. You could even put the little dots on it. But if you notice, it does not have the arrows. A line has the arrows, a line segment has dots or nothing. If you wrote it like this, that would be fine also. Endpoints are just labeled A and B and whatever. Array is labeled like this. Oops, A, B. I'm sorry, let me give you a better example. A, B, there's array. In opposite rays, you would have A, B, and then your other ray would be A, C. Now, notice that I write the endpoint is by the endpoint, and the arrow is above where it keeps going, because this keeps going on and on that way. Okay? All right. So, here we have examples. A point, there's just a point. A line has 1 dimension. It's got length, and it's represented by 2 arrowheads. A plane has 2 dimensions. It's got length and width. It's represented by a shape that looks like this, and you label it with three letters. Sometimes you will have a letter here that's not associated with a point, and you can actually label it plain M. And likewise with the line, sometimes there'll be a little letter here that's not associated with the point. So this can actually be considered line L or line AB. So that's another way to do it. A line segment would be those are dots, dot, dot. So a line segment would be AB. A line would be, so a segment would be AB, and a line would be AB. Segment has the endpoints. Ray has 1 endpoint and then goes on forever. 1 endpoint goes on forever. Opposite rays are just 2 rays that go on forever. Opposite directions. All right. Let's look at homework. I'll do the odds, you do the evens. Give 2 other names for line CD. So here's line CD right here. So 1 would be line M, because there's our line M right there. And then another would be line DC. There goes two other names for this line right here. All right, give another name for plane M. So you would pick 3 points on this plane, maybe A, E, and B. Or you could pick E, C, B, whatever. 3 points on this plane. D is not one of them, so you pick 3 of these points to label it. Name 3 points that are collinear. Point A, point C, and point B. Those are on the same line. Name a point that is not coplanar with ACE. So ACE, so here's a coplanar. So any point that is not on that plane, you'd name it. All right, what is another name for PQ? Here's PQ right here. Another name for it would be line J. Line J would be PQ. It's another name for RS. You can figure that out. Name all rays with endpoint T. So all rays. So I've got TS. TS would be 1 ray. TQ would be another, TS, TQ. TR is another ray. TR, don't forget, it's starting at the T and it's going through the R. And TP That's a good COVID one right now because lots of stores are out of TP right now. So that's another one of the rays. Sketch the figure described line segment AB and line segment BC. So let's go A, B, there's one line segment, and then BC. So I already have B labeled, so there's BC. So just see they both have B in them, so you need to have a common point right there. All right, go ahead and get the evens done. Please make sure you take a picture of the vocabulary and hand that in also. And ask me if you have any questions. This section, we're going to be referring back to our vocabulary multiple times in Chapter 8. All right, have a wonderful rest of your morning.